left your boots by the door. Dust been gathering since 24. I still don't call, don't write too much. A man, a few words, and a harder touch. I see your jacket on the rack, faded blue, a torn patch back. We never hug, we just nod and stand. But damn, I trade that for your hand. 'Cause I learned love ain't always loud. Sometimes it's in what ain't said out, like fixing my truck without a sound, or teaching me how to stand my ground. Now your old boots just sit and wait, and I talk to them like you're still late. Wish I told you more before. Now it's me and your boots by the door. We drank in silence, watched the game. 2 cold beers, but no one say your name. You showed up even when I ran. Guess you knew how to be a man. Maybe love was in your stare, or the way you'd always be there. Now I sit, beer in hand, wishing you just yell again. Yeah, I've learned love ain't always loud. Sometimes it hides where it ain't proud, like changing oil when I forgot, or leaving notes I never caught. Now your old boots just hold that space, and I'd give anything for your face. Wish I'd said it all before. Now it's just me and your boots by the door.
Traps is big inside old school fence. Blue jeans, sunburn innocence. You'd sneak in with that crooked smile. God, I thought we lasted a while. You drive too fast on gravel roads. Windows down, my hair would blow. We didn't say much, didn't need to. Your hand found mine like it always knew. And every Friday felt like June when you looked at me that way, like you always do. Back then in July, we were fireflies and cheap wine. Your name carved in the maple bark, my laugh caught in your mason jar. Didn't think we'd ever fade, just 2 kids in a golden haze. But looking back, I see it clear. Some things only bloom one year. Your jacket still hangs on my door. I wear it sometimes when nights get cold. I don't cry, but I don't smile the way I did for that short while. You kissed me once beneath the sign of that diner off the county line. Now it's boarded up, but in my mind that moment still rewinds. And I still hum that same old tune of you and me in summer moons. Back then in July, hearts wide open, no goodbyes. Your laugh still lingers in the breeze, like honey dripping through the trees. Didn't think we'd ever end, but first loves really make it past the bend. And I still keep that sweet old fear that nothing will feel quite like that year.
You were pouring cream in your cup, boots kicked up, that smile lit up I was just passing through that night, but something about you felt just right. You said, this town don't see new faces. I said, well, I ain't from many places. We talked till the jukebox shut off and the waitress gave us a tired cough. You laughed at how I stirred my tea, called me city boy with Tennessee. But girl, you had me by surprise in that old diner neon light. Ain't it wild how life unfolds? One cheap meal and a hand to hold. You never know when fate walks in, wears flannel sleeves and subtle grin. Now every time I drive that way, I see that sign still flickers faint. Reminds me love don't make a sound, it just pulls you in and holds you down. Kissed me there in parking lot, said this ain't much, but it's all I got. I swore right then I'd never roam, and damn girl, you made that town feel home. Now it's years and 2 kids deep, but that diner lives in memory. Sometimes the best things come and stay, from quiet nights and diner trays. Ain't it wild how hearts can know what matters most in a sugar spoon glow? You never plan, you just arrive and find your whole damn reason why. You still call me a wandering fool, but I thank the stars that led me to that booth, that laugh, that starting line, and that old diner light of mine. Travis Pick and Chuck and Wright, Dan's A-Y-G, steel guitar, all saw Kodo, Rud, yeah. Saw her sitting in that corner store, buying smoke, same brand from '04. Hair a little short, smile a little slow, but her eyes still said what I used to know. She looked up, didn't flinch nor run, just a soft hey under the setting sun. I said, been a while, she said, yeah, it's true. Time's been doing what time gon' do. She asked, how's life? I said, it's fine. Still chase dreams that don't chase mine. Ain't no fire, no broken glass, just 2 folks who let love pass. Talking slow like old front porches, running low on second chances. She laughed and said we were dumb and wild. I nodded back with a crooked smile. No more pain, no open door, just peace, better than before. She said she's got 2 kids and a man, works the diner off of 17th and Grand. I said I write songs no one hears, and still drink cheap southern beer. She asked, ever think what could have been? I said, not since way back when. We both knew what that silence meant. We made peace with how it went. Some loves fade like old tattoos, but never quite forget their roots. Ain't no spark, no need to lie, just 2 ghosts passing under sky, talking soft like summer thunder, not too close, just far from under. She grinned and said, take care, old friend. I waved as that moment in. No regrets, no slam back door, just breathing better than before. People leave, but not all wrong. Some just grow where they belong. She drove off, I stood there still, feeling light, not trying to feel. Ain't no flames, no final fight, just grown-up hearts and even light. Shared a past, but not a now. Let it go, we both know how. No need for tears, no need for blame, just 2 folks who weren't the same. Sometimes goodbye don't
red corners torn in two, stained by rain and worn by dew. Lines once clear now barely stay, still I fold and walk my way. Mountains drawn in crooked aim, rivers lost in time's slow blame. Names erased by hands unknown, yet I follow though alone. This faded map still points me on, though every mark feels almost gone. No compass true, no guide in sight, just faith that keeps me through the night. I've taken turns that led to dust, I've traded gold for quiet trust, but something in this path I take feels more than all the roads I fake. Some chase charts with perfect lines, but miss the cracks where meaning hides. Mine may fold and mine may tear, but every bend has brought me here. This faded map, though weathered thin, still holds the trail I carry in. Those stars may dim and trails may shift, I'll walk with hope, my only gift.
Sunk deep in years gone by, branches brushed a moving sky. Birds all came but never stayed, they sang then left, it never swayed. Once it bore a carved in heart, now the bark just hides the part. No brass tag, no claim, no fame, just a tree that lost its name. Not all things need to be known, some just stand, some just grow. You don't have to play the game, said the tree that forgot its name. It saw the lovers, saw the wars, felt the droughts and heard no more. But through it all it stayed the same, with no need to stake a name. So if you pass and feel a peace, don't try to find some kind of peace. Some truths rise without a claim, like that tree without a name. The last bale stacked by the crooked gate. Sun dips low, but I still wait. Dust hangs soft where wheat once swayed. The earth is bare, the tools are laid. That hill stood watch through sweat and rain, saw every joy silence wrapped in amber haze. I sit where Grandpa used to rest, hat pulled down across his chest. He'd say the land don't talk too loud, but it'll hold you when you're bowed. So I leave my thanks on that gentle slope, with calloused hands and quiet hope. Old hill, you've seen our story through. Now rest a while the way we do. Old hill, after the harvest days, where's the gold in a softer way? No more roads, no hands to raise, just silence wrapped in amber haze.
First rays touch the flowing stream. Morning's light begins to gleam. Ripples catch the softest glow. Promises that gently grow. Birds arise with song so clear, bringing hope for all to hear. The water hums a quiet tune, welcoming the coming noon. Dawn at the river bend, where earth and sky both blend. Every day brings something new, paths to walk and dreams to view. Seated near the water's side, peace and calm are my guide. In this place my heart can see all the things that wait for me. With open arms I face the day, grateful for this gentle way. Dawn's soft light will lead me through, a fresh start shining true.
Drove past her porch round 8:45, lights still on like she's keeping time. Curtains closed, but I know the way. She always leaves it on just in case. I park slow, let the engine hum, roll to smoke, let the silence run. A porch swing creak and a bug zap sound, that's the heartbeat of this small town. She left the light on every night, like I might show up and make it right. She don't call, she don't write. a quiet way of saying you ain't gone. Yeah, she left the light on. I ain't walked up those steps in weeks, but I know how her front door squeaks. And I swear I saw her shadow move, like part of her still waits there too. She left the light on every night, like I might show up and make it right. She don't call, she don't write, but that bulb still burns through the night. A quiet way of saying you ain't gone. Yeah, she left the light on. She left the light on, soft and low, like she don't want the world to know. She moved on, but not all the way. That porch lamp still got things to say, like if you need me, I ain't far gone. Yeah, she left the light on. Yeah, she left the light on.
She got the best of me. Saw her tail lights by the quick stop, didn't think she'd leave that fast. Half a tank and half a one, guess I should've known she'd pass. She said, don't wait up this time. Threw my hoodie in the seat, left her ring by the sink. Guess that's all she had to leave. She said goodbye with the gas pump running. Didn't cry, didn't look like nothing, just a shrug and a take care now, like we were strangers somehow. I stood there with a Coke in hand, watching her fade like the desert sand. That's how love dies. Say, yeah, this one. Just nodded like he'd seen it probably twice just yesterday. Some folks leave with suitcases, some just drive away. She said goodbye with the gas pump running, didn't yell, didn't say she's done it. And there I stood in my same old boots, feeling like some worn out fool, still holding on to nothing tight. Well, she turned left into the night. That's how hearts break. The gas station's quiet like fate.
It stood there in a silent room among the dust the empty bloom. The vase had cracked, the water dried, but still it held its head with pride. No hands came near, no window breeze, no whisper from the dying trees. Yet in the stillness, lost in grace, lived the flower that outlived the vase. Some things grow where they're not fit, some keep faith when hope is dead. It stood alone in time and place, that flower lost without its vase. It didn't bloom to be admired, just burned without a flame or fire. And every wilted edge held trace of the love it couldn't replace. So if you pass and catch its eye, don't ask the how, don't ask the why. Some hearts just beat through empty space, like that flower beyond the vase.
You left the light on, but not for me. Just a half-drunken bottle and a burned-out dream. Your coat's still hanging like you'd be back soon, but it's July now, and I still smell your perfume. I said too little, you said too much. Words got sharp when we lost that touch. Now this bed's just a line down the wall. You slept on your side and I sleep on the floor. I tried to hold the fight, bite my tongue till it bled, but you packed your peace and left me with regret. Now I'm talking to the ghost in your flannel shirt, hurting in places I know could hurt. Every I love you sounds like a lie when you said goodbye with your eyes that night. Left with the echo, no slam, no door, just silence louder than it's ever been before. If leaving was easy, why is breathing so hard? Guess breaking was quiet, but it shattered my heart. Ain't no voicemail, just a static tone. Your name still flashes, but it ain't your phone. I reach for your hand out of midnight habit, still call your name like I forgot what happened. All these scars don't show, but they scream in me. A love like fire don't die quietly. Now I'm talking to the ghost in your flannel shirt, hurting in places I know could hurt. Every I love you sounds like a lie when you said goodbye with your eyes that night. Left with the echo, no slam, no door, just silence louder than it's ever been before. If leaving was easy, why is breathing so hard? Guess breaking was quiet, but it shattered my heart. Playing back the night in the mirror, but it only shows a man getting clear.
of what he lost and why she ran. Not enough love, too much of a man. Now I'm talking to the ghost in your flannel shirt, still sleep in pain where the memories lurk. Every I'm sorry got stuck in my chest. Now I'm haunted by the words I never said. Left with the echo, no bang, no storm, just a slow burn ache I can't reform. If you ever come back, I won't ask why, 'cause some goodbyes never say goodbye.
You showed up at the bar around 10, looking like you might wanna fight or kiss again. You said, don't get it twisted, I just need a drink. But girl, you're talking slow and you blinking like you think. I seen that look in your eye before, half mad, half missing what we had before. You said this ain't nothing but baby, it's something. Your hand on my shoulder still says you ain't done. You're sipping on whiskey, leaning too close, saying things you swore I didn't need to know. You said you moved on, well that might be true, but I know that look, and that look still loves me too. You lit that smoke with a shaky hand, asked me if I'm still playing in that old band. I said, yeah, just trying to keep my boots dry. You laughed like you miss saying goodbye. You looked down then right through me, like I was a song stuck on repeat. You said this ain't nothing but baby, it's something. Your hand on my shoulder still says you ain't done. You're sipping on whiskey, leaning too close, saying things you swore I didn't need to know. You said you moved on, well that might be true, but I know that look, and that look still loves me too. If this is goodbye, you picked the wrong night to wear that perfume and talk about old times. You said this ain't nothing, but we both know that kiss on my neck said you don't wanna go. You're lying out loud, but your silence screams you're still holding on to worn out dreams. So if you walk out, I won't stop you, it's cool, but I know that look, and that look still loves me too.
I left this town when the lights were low, Two hearts full with nowhere to go. We chased the sound of something bright, but dreams burn fast in the dead of night. I took the map, she took the flame. Now I'm here, but it's not the same. Where the fire went cold, I stand alone. Same old street, but it ain't home. I call her name in the midnight wind, but all I get is that ache again. Wish I'd held her, told her so. Now I walk where the fire went cold. Smoke still curls from the old cafe. Folks still nod, but they look away. They remember the boy who left with her. Now it's just ashes, nothing short. She danced through storms, I held back rain. I chased the world and lost her name. Where the fire went cold, I stand alone. Same old street, but it ain't home. I'd call her name in the midnight wind, but all I get is that ache again. Wish I'd held her, told her so. Now I walk where the fire went cold. Some fires die, but leave their glow and haunt the heart with what we know. If I could go back, take it slow, I'd never let her let me go. Where the fire went cold, I stand alone. Time moved on, but I still own. Her shadow falls on this old road. I'm still lost where the fire went cold. Where the fire went cold.
I took a turn through gravel roads, chasing light that never slowed. Told myself don't waste your youth, but hurried feet outrun the truth. Skip the talks, the fights, the tears, dodge the pain in all those years. Thought if love comes with a cost, then shortcuts help you dodge what's lost. But the shortcut leads nowhere, just circles made of air. No roots take hold, no hearts get fed, just echoes of the things unsaid. I passed a girl who stood her ground. She grew slow, but she grew sound. And in her stillness I could see what Russian robbed away from me. The long way's hard, but holds your name. The short way's fast, but ends the same. If depth is what you're reaching for, you'll find it where you walked before. Now I walk the long, unpaved road with nothing left except my soul. And I don't mind the weight I bear, 'cause I know now the shortcut leads nowhere.
by the porch where the floorboards creak, stood one chair that never speaks. Weathered arms, a rusted pen, the chair that faced the wind. Others turned to dodge the storm. It sat proud, though not warm. Time blew through like loss and sin. Still the chair faced the wind. It never moved, it never swayed. Through every dust, through every fade, like someone waiting to begin. That chair that faced the wind. Maybe it's not meant to rest. Maybe waiting is its test. Not every ending must reset for the chair that faced the wind. So if you see it sitting bare, don't think it's just an empty chair. Some hearts never fold or bend, like the chair that faced the wind.
Windows down, it's 2 a.m. Ashtray full, but breathing again. Laughing at things we said we'd forget, but here we are, ain't over yet. You said drive like we own the night, Midwest moon and them pink taillights, heart beating like a kick drum tight. Tell me why that felt so right. We were glowing on the run, dripping in sweat and borrowed sun. Didn't know what we were running from, but it felt like freedom, felt like young. Ooh, I still hear your name in songs, echoes in the air we're long gone from. We were glowing on the run, baby. Maybe we were lucky ones. Blue jean rips and a crooked grin, told me secrets with a bottle of gin. Didn't need much, just skin on skin. Now all I got's this phantom limb. You said dance like we won't look back. I laugh loud, hard under attack. Those nights still hit me like a flash. Your ghost been chilling in my dash. We were glowing on the run, dripping in sweat and borrowed sun. Didn't know what we were running from, but it felt like freedom, felt like young. Ooh, I still hear your name in songs, echoes in the air we're long gone from. We were glowing on the run, baby. Maybe we were lucky ones. No review's gonna hold you in, but I still ride with the shape of your grin. Call it love or call it sin, whatever it was, I'd do it again. We were glowing on the run, wild hearts beating with no guns. Didn't care if the world came undone. It was our kind of freedom, our kind of sun. Yeah, I still hear your name in songs. You're the echo
walk the porch like a summer breeze. Not a word, not a need to please. Wore the dusk like a worn-out dress, left behind more than I could guess. The floorboards creaked with a kind of grace, like they knew they'd forget her face. She never stayed but never fled. She just moved where the stillness led. There's no song where she once stood, no tracing glass or grain of wood, just space too wide for time to thread the silence in her steps instead. I lit a light, but she liked dark. Drew her maps without a mark. She didn't run, she didn't plead. She simply vanished past my reach. Some leave storms, some leave flames. She left something I couldn't name. No weight, no flame, no debt, just the sound I can't forget. Now the porch just greets the wind, and I wait like it's not the end. But what she left I won't regret, the silence in her footsteps yet.
Silence on the drive back home. Same roads, but the distance had grown. You looked ahead, I looked for signs, but the truth was hiding in your quiet eyes. No more late night loving fits, no hands held in the parking lot mist. I could feel it slipping slow, but I didn't want to know. I stayed in love while you moved on, held a hope while yours was gone. You smiled at me like nothing's wrong, but every kiss was one more gone. I kept the light on just because I stayed in love while you moved on. Your text got short, your touch got thin, but I blame work, blame the stress you're in. You'd say I'm tired with a distant face, but I still held on just in case. The little things you used to do started fading out of view, but I still memorized your name like nothing ever changed. I stayed in love while you moved on, held a hope while yours was gone. You smiled at me like nothing's wrong, but every kiss was one more gone. I kept the light on just because I stayed in love while you moved on. While you moved on. And now I'm the one left with the weight of a love that never shared its fate. I stayed in love while you let go, tried to fight what I didn't know. You walked away like hearts don't break, while I stood there too late to wake. I gave my all and you were gone. I stayed in love while you moved on. I still left your coat on the porch light rail. I didn't ask and you didn't tell. Your truck lights faded down the drive. Guess we both knew not to fight. My coffee's cold, it's 2 a.m. Still hear your laugh in the kitchen fan. You said I'll call, but I knew you won't. Some things say more when they don't. I ain't mad, just kinda stunned, like rain that falls then skips the mud. You didn't cry, and I didn't beg, but silence spoke more than we said. Ain't my place to chase you down, ain't your style to turn around. We burn slow but still burned out. No slamming doors, no shouting loud. Just a half full bed and a one-way night. Some good love don't end in fights, it just fades like taillights out of sight. Your boots ain't here, but the floor still creaks like they remember your weekday streaks. I reach for you when I'm half asleep. Old habits die like worn out jeans. Maybe next time we'll talk it through, but we both know we won't do you. You left your scent on that old plaid shirt. Truth is soft when it starts to hurt. Ain't my place to chase you down, ain't your style to turn around. We burn slow but still burned out. No tears to clean, no screaming bout. Just your name stuck in my mouth. No hard goodbye, no final round. It just ends without a sound.
Woke up too early, didn't mean to breathe. Sunlight through the window hit just like it used to be. Pillow still had weight, felt like you were there. Didn't want to move, guess I already knew the air. Coffee made itself, 2 cups by mistake. Habit moves so fast, faster than heartache. Woke up with your name still warm on my tongue. Even though it's gone, it lingers like the sun. You weren't ever here, but I swore I saw your face. I didn't say a word, but I still saved your place. Dog barked at the truck, just like yesterday, but it felt too loud since you walked away. Shirt smelled like old coffee, or maybe something sweet. Could have been your sin, or just a memory on repeat. Made the bed too clean, just to feel some shade. Empty never shouts, it just quietly stays. Woke up with your name still warm on my tongue. Even though it's gone, it lingers like the sun. You weren't ever here, but I swore I saw your face. I didn't say a word, but I still saved your place. Made the bed too clean, just to feel some shape. Empty never shouts, it just quietly stays.
Woke up with your name still warm on my tongue. Even though it's gone, it lingers like the sun. You weren't ever here, but I swore I saw your face. I didn't say a word, but I still saved your place. Woke up with your name still warm on my tongue. Even though it's gone, it lingers like the sun. You weren't ever here, but I swore I saw your face. I didn't say a word, but I still saved your place.
I wrote your name at break of day, folded lines I couldn't say. Each word sat heavy in my hand, like dust upon a silent land. The paper creased from second thoughts, a battle that the pen had fought. I told the truth, then crossed it out, afraid you'd know what I'm about. This ink was never meant to dry, just thoughts that drift and pass me by. I keep them safe in drawer and mind, the words I feared you'd never find. Your days I don't intrude, but in this room I still include a voice that trembles in retreat, afraid to rise, afraid to speak. If ever wind should lift this page and carry it beyond this cage, perhaps you'll read between each line what silence tried so long to hide. This ink was never meant to dry, just thoughts that drift and pass me by. I keep them safe in drawer and mind, the words I feared you'd never find. Ink was never meant to dry, just thoughts that drift and pass me by. I keep them safe in drawer and mind, the words I feared you'd never find.
Left the latch undone each night, just in case you saw the light. Kept your boots right by the floor, like you might still walk through that door. Neighbors whispered time to heal, but time don't know what absence feels. I dust the frame, I keep it posed, that old door never closed. Some goodbyes don't shut all the way, they creak and wait day after day. Not for ghosts or winds that froze, but for love that never knows. It's not denial, it's not regret, it's just a way to not forget. When the silence feels too close, you lean on doors that won't I'll be here when the stillness grows, by the door that never closed.
Saw you standing by the can beams, cart full of diapers and sweet tea. I froze up like a fool in boots, 3 years gone, still feeling you. Your hair's a bit lighter, eyes still kind. You smiled and said, hey, how's life? I mumbled some lie about being fine, while thinking about the nights we left behind. You laughed at something small I said, like back when we shared that creaky bed. I felt my chest get tight and warm, like a storm calm after the storm. We were young and dumb, had nothing much, just a rusted truck and a little love. You wore that flannel I still keep in a box marked don't go too deep. I thought I moved on, turns out I lied. You blinked and my world realigned. Maybe some hearts never grow old, just tuck their story in the fold. You said your boy just turned 2. He's got your smile, loves tractors too. I laughed and said, sounds just like you. Then looked down, afraid of the truth. We didn't fall out, just faded slow, like late July's last firework glow. But damn if aisle 3 don't feel like a place where time stood still. We were sparks and summer skies, drunk on love and firefly nights. A little wild, a little wrecked, hearts too full for what came next. You said good seeing you and turned away, but I stood still like I might stay. Guess not all love needs a ring, some just end and keep echoing.
Beneath my feet the silence speaks in tongues of roots and weathered creeks, a whisper sown in fields once sown by hands long gone yet not alone. The wind translates the orchard's prayer in windswept psalms both faint and rare. No names remain on fence or stone, but the soil remembers what it's known. It's not the barns, not rusted gates, but echoes caught in time's old weights. Each breath I take is not just mine, it's borrowed from the crooked vine. This land is more than where we stand, it hums beneath with ghosted hands. Not just a place, it's blood and bone. The soil remembers all we've grown. Crows align like twilight script on power lines the dusk has gripped. A hymn unfolds in shadowed light where day concedes to dream in night. We are the smoke, the flame, the ash, the fleeting prints in morning's grass. But every loss and every name is buried like flame. So speak not loud, but tread with care. The past is breathing in the air. You'll hear it hum a quiet tone. The soil remembers all we've grown. Our tears, our joy, our stone. It sings us back when we're alone. And when I go, let me be still, a memory folded in the hill. No grand parade, no marble throne, just let me rest where seeds are sown.
Dusty road beneath my shoes, warm light fades with gentle hues. Sounds of earth and rustling grain, calling softly once again. Trees stand tall in fading light, colors blend with coming night. Every step brings memories, guiding me through quiet ease. Evening path through village wide, where the land and sky collide. In this calm I find my place, wrapped in nature's soft embrace. Birds settle as day grows small, peace surrounds the quiet sprawl. Stars prepare their evening gleam, filling me with gentle dreams. Space, evening path that leads me home, never more to roam alone.
Made some coffee, let it sit and cool. Watch the backyard like a quiet fool. No more footsteps on the kitchen floor, just my dog and sunlight through the screen door. Your old coat still hanging by the chair, like it's waiting on a ghost that ain't there. But strange how peace found its way in,
first time I breathed easy in my own skin. I didn't rush to block you out, just let the ache walk through this house. No whiskey nights or weekend calls, just me in silence down these walls. Didn't run to fill the space, just learn to move at my own pace. I took my time and found some grace. Read that book you left half done, tuned that old guitar under the sun, fixed the step you used to trip, found calm in every little bit. I didn't race to feel brand new, didn't need to prove I'm over you. No final words, no who was right, just gave the past a softer light. You were once my sky so wide, now just a name I say inside. I took my time and I'm alright. Like it hurt you more, but you slammed that screen and peeled out my drive. I watched you go, no tears to cry, just cracked a beer and told the sky, good darling, hope he's rich, hope he laughs when you throw fits. I'll be fine, don't need cold six-pack and some clean-up luck. No hard feelings, just good luck, darling. You took your shoes and that pink shampoo, left your bills and your dog's old food. You always said I'd never change. Well, turns out now I like it plain. Good luck, darling, hope he's rich, hope he laughs when you throw fits. I'll be fine, don't need much, cold six-pack and some clean-up luck. No hard feelings, just good. Just better off, you made the call, I'm glad you walked. Good luck, darling, don't look back. I got my boots and my old hat, I got my truck and all my space. I got no ring, but I got grace. So here's one last toast. Good luck, darling. Good luck, darling. Sun creeping through the drive-through glass. You stood there with your half-full flask. Did a double take, yeah, me too. Guess this town still ain't that huge. You smiled like we were just old friends. I said, still take your coffee black with mint. You laughed like nothing ever broke. Said you still driving that beat up oak. Coffee at the corner, heart's a little warmer. No, we didn't say too much, just enough to feel that hush. Ain't no flame, ain't no fight, just two folks getting on with life like coffee at the corner, that's alright. Grabbed your keys, said gotta run, but paused like maybe I was the one. That look said more than words could try. I just tipped my hat and said goodbye. Coffee at the corner, past don't need no order. A little nod, a little grin, we both knew we'd never win, but somehow it felt just fine to meet again and not rewind. Coffee at the corner one last time.
Beneath the sky so wide and clear, I hold a spark that draws me near. Not a blaze but steady gleam, a quiet hope, a simple dream. Through fields where silence softly lays, I walk beside these gentle rays. Each step I take, a story told, hearts of fire, small but bold. Little lights along the way, guiding through both night and day. Not grand but true and bright, the dreams that carry me tonight. Storms may come and skies may gray, these sparks will never fade away. In every breath, a chance to grow, a humble seed I'll always sow. So here I stand beneath this sky, with little lights that lift me high, a path made clear by hopes I keep, a promise sown for dreams to